everyone, in this video I have a creative journal process to share with you, or a traveler's notebook spread, or scrapbooking in a notebook, whatever you want to call it, that's what it is. I've had some requests lately to do some more creative journaling on my channel, and to be honest with you, over the past 6 to 8 months I have done sweet FA creative journaling. It's just fallen by the wayside. Sometimes these things do. I do journal every single day, but it's just normal, you know, pen on paper, Dear Diary style, that kind of journaling, just getting thoughts onto paper. Does occasionally get decorated with a bit of washi, but it is not something I am ever going to share with the world. Ever. Full stop. But yes, I have wanted to get back into creative journaling properly, or as I say, TN spreads. People call it different things sometimes. I feel like it's a mix of things, like a bit of scrapbooking, a bit of creative journaling, whatever it is I'm doing, you can call it what you want. So for this first one, I have started a brand new notebook because instead of just pulling out my old creative journal notebook that I've used before, I thought, you know what, I don't have to finish it. Let's start afresh with a new notebook and, you know, go from there. So it's just a slim A5 notebook, so I can put it in my A5 Traveler's notebook, which is what I do my other journaling in. And yes, so let's just talk about what I'm actually doing, shall we? Good idea, Grace. So this little spread is called Creatures and Critters, and I'm sure my best mates will laugh at me because they know what I'm like, but I just love little creatures and critters and nature, and I just love being in my garden and seeing all the little creatures and critters, and I take loads and loads of photos on my phone of just like all the little things that I see. So this is just a collection of photos from my camera roll, that like more recent ones of just, yeah, the little beasties and whatnot I have seen around the garden, and I just love them. I love them so much. I have this thing as well where if I see a creature, usually it's something like a moth or a little bug or something, if I see something and I don't know what it is, like I cannot rest until I've identified it. Like I will Google my little heart out until I've identified it. It's actually a bit of a problem in that I really cannot concentrate on anything until I've identified the little creature. There's a picture going to go up on this spread of what is called an angle shades moth that we saw in the garden about a week or so ago, and I really couldn't identify this moth because it's not classic looking for that particular variety one. So yes, I'm not going to confess how long I spent on Google trying to identify this little moth, but there we go. So anyways, for this for like the general look of this spread, I'm kind of going with this sort of vintagey botanical thing, and I found that paper that you would have seen a minute ago. I was originally just going to use the green side, and then I saw the other side and I was like, whoa, that is way prettier. And at the very beginning I was just going through my big basket of scraps, just pulling out papers and colours and stuff that I thought would work with the whole thing. So yes, I've just pulled out other vintagey ones. I've done some stamping on them. You can see where I've done stamping that's gone over the top of a stuck-on paper and then down onto the main paper. It hasn't stamped very well. I should know better, but I wasn't paying that much attention. But I'm just going to cover it up where it hasn't stamped that well. Various stamps. I think most of them are Dovecraft ones, actually. No, they're all Dovecraft ones. Various different ones. There's the big one that I use with the bird. Is a Dovecraft, like a main Dovecraft. There's some from the Painted Blooms little stamp thing, and anyways, just handy little stamps. I always buy little stamps with butterflies and stuff on because I cannot resist. And yes, and again, as I said, those are all from all the papers and stuff are just from my scraps bucket. I'm distressing the edges, a lot of them, to continue with this vintagey theme. I've backed some of them on like a greenish jade picture, and I also distressed the edges with a bit of distress oxide in the colour Evergreen Bough. Evergreen. I was having a conversation with my mum yesterday on how to pronounce this, and she decided it was Evergreen Bough, but I don't like saying it. It sounds weird in my mouth. Evergreen Bough. I don't like it at all. I've decided I need to call it something else. And is it 7 or 8 different ways of pronouncing O-U-G-H in the English language? I can't remember if it's 7 or 8, but one of them is the O-U-G-H of the word hiccup. So I've decided to call it Evergreen Bup, like hiccup. Anyway, that was a total side note there, but that's what we're calling it from now on, Evergreen Bup. And I do use it again in this journal spread, so it's vaguely relevant. But yes, I've backed all my photos there. perhaps not completely necessary, but I just wanted to do it. I did also cut a couple of the photos a bit smaller. So yes, I put in the little foxy down there, the little fox that appears sometimes in our garden. He's a very cute little guy. Unfortunately, he has mange at the moment. His fluffy tail is just non-existent. So I googled about what to do about a fox with mange, and I found this sort of charity that I've forgotten the name of, but I will link it if I can, just on the off chance that anyone else is having this problem. And it's this completely natural drops that they give you, and you put it on some food that's not really going to interest other animals, like a honey sandwich or something, because other nighttime creatures like cats and stuff are not going to be interested by sweet things. Only the fox will eat it. You put it out at night so the birds don't have it, and it helps to cure the mange. And one of our neighbours is doing it as well, and they can't, because it's completely natural, they can't overdose on it, and it's not going to hurt any other creatures and stuff. So hopefully the fox's mange will go soon, but I will admit I do keep forgetting to do it at night time, so I really need to get back on that. But as I said, I do know one of the neighbours is doing it as well, so hopefully the little foxy will be okay soon. And I'm also, a lot of the other stickers and stuff I'm using in this are from I've just got a big box of stickers that are leftovers from kits or things that pen pals have sent me in Happy Mail and stuff, just lots of little things. So the fox I used behind the fox there was something from a pen pal, and the sweet, again, just from my sticker scraps box and stuff. So yes, what else have we got? We've got the butterfly, we've got the moth, the fox, the little toad. Always see lots of toads in my garden. There is a random cat. I was just sat in the garden, this cat just appeared. I'm like, hello, you're not my cat, who are you? And it wasn't interested in me at all. It was just staring at the bird table, because I think there must have been a squirrel on the bird table, as there often is, stealing all the peanuts. And yeah, it just looked at the squirrel for a while, then wandered off. I was like, okay, hi, bye, and obviously got a picture. Then we've also got a little blue tit I took a picture of, because I love little, actually no, it's not a blue tit, I lie, it's a great tit. Not a very good picture at all, because those little babies, they move very fast, and I only have my iPhone 7 to take pictures, and many of you will know it doesn't zoom very well, but I can't be affording like a really fancy posh camera, so I'm happy with my slightly blurry photos. And then the last picture there is also down the bottom of the left-hand page is Cedric the seagull, who some of you will know about already. He is the seagull that lives on our roof and is a little too friendly for a seagull and does not respect personal space and sometimes gets a bit close. And he is a herring gull, and they are big, big gulls. He's a big bird, and he has a very long beak, and sometimes when he's only like 1.5 feet away from you, you're like, oh, could you just back off a bit? I'll probably do another spread just devoted to Cedric the seagull sometime, but anyway. I've put little labels and stuff on some of the pictures just to say what they are, like that is a wood spotted butterfly, angle shades moth, toad. The cat, I've just put, this is not my cat, because it wasn't. I've put a little squirrel sticker there. That little sticker book I was going through there, that was a gift from my awesome friend Zoe. I think it was from the works. Zoe can confirm on that, but I think it was quite a while ago. But I don't have a picture of a squirrel, which is kind of ridiculous, because those are the things we see all the time in our garden, but I don't have any pictures of them. So I just put the sticker there to acknowledge squirrels are a thing too. And I'm putting hey Foxy on the Foxy, because that's what I say every time I see the fox. I go, hey Foxy, because I'm really lame like that. I cannot emphasize enough how much I love all the creatures and critters. And this will probably not be the only spread I do on this subject. But yes, writing Cedric there in big words. Now I did lose a little bit of footage here in that I did, well, all I really did was stamp the date and put a little bit of thin washi around the spread, and I put some Distress Oxide, again in Evergreen, around the edges. Oh, and I put that washi in the middle there. That is from one of the new first edition sets. This is the, I can't think of it, the terrarium set, I think they're calling it. It just says enjoy the little things, and I thought that was perfect for this, for the spread. And now I'm doing my journaling, just talking about how I love all the creatures and critters, talked about how there's not a picture of a squirrel, but there should be, just things like that really, how the photos aren't that good, and one day I would like a nice camera, but I'm happy with my iPhone for now, just all that kind of thing, just leaving that in. I won't always in these videos show you the journaling part, because obviously sometimes I want to keep that private, but this kind of thing, you know, it's fine if you want to read it. I don't know why you would, because it's not that interesting, but you know, it's there. And yes, oh, I didn't talk about as well, I used some of that like handmade paper that you see sometimes, and I ripped that up and put that at the sides, just helps with that sort of general vintagey look. And then a couple of Pebbles sticker sheets. These are old now. Old. I think they came in a Brimbles box, 2016, I'm going to say. But just using a couple of the leaves and like a little bee and a little birdie. Bee is another thing I haven't put. Is another one I'll have to put in a future spread, but because, you know, bees are quite hard to take pictures of though, because, you know, they don't move, they don't stay still very often. I do like little bees though, not wasps. However, wasps can all burn in hell as far as I'm concerned. I really don't like wasps, but I love bees. Anyways, more cute little stickers going on there. I put a little robin sticker there, even though it's actually a picture of a great tip. But, you know, it's the same kind of thing. Cute little bird. And, yes, just finishing off with some washi. And then I wanted to bring in just a little bit of gold, because I thought that would look quite pretty with the whole green and brown thing going on. But I don't have any gold little stickers that are flat. In this, I really don't want to be using any puffy stickers or anything like that, so I just drew it with a gold pen. If anyone's got any recommendations for flat, small gold foil stickers, then I would appreciate it, because I can't really find any at the moment, just like little hearts or anything. And then I'm doing just like a little doodly edge kind of thing, just like a stitched effect up some of the sides. It helps with that kind of vintage theme. And I am finished. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about more creative journal processes, or again, TN spreads, or whatever we want to call them. I won't be able to link as many things in these videos as I do with some of my scrapbook videos and that, because obviously I'm very much using scraps and stuff and using my stash. But I will link whatever I possibly can, including Evergreen Bup Distress Oxide. Okay, that's quite enough for me. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!